Hey everybody, Taylor with KC here, and once again we're doing another install video on the Ford Bronco. This time we're looking at the overhead Pro6 Light Bar install. Again, it's actually a relatively easy install. On the Broncos, whether you're installing it onto a factory-equipped hardtop or soft top, they actually have provisions for mounting bolts, mounting studs that come right out. So 2 bolts on each side, super easy actually. So let's go take a quick look at how to get all the stuff exposed and then how to mount up the Pro6 Light Bar right after that. You'll see on the factory glass, the OEM glass, it'll say accessory ready. Pretty easy demarcation of where you're supposed to start working on stuff. So this little plastic panel is what comes off first. At the very top of it, there's a little clip that you can press in. Just press in, this thing comes off first. Underneath there, you have 2 10mm nuts that need to come off next. So just use your 10mm socket, pop those things off. Then this whole plastic panel comes off right after that. So the only thing this was for, this is really just holding in this, but with the bracket, with our overhead bracket for the Pro6 Light Bar, you're not gonna be using any of this. So I don't know, just throw it in a cabinet in your garage or whatever you wanna do, but you will not reutilize that, but you will be reutilizing the nuts that came off, so don't lose those. Grab your bracket. You can see that the brackets are, again, driver and passenger specific per side. It's got this little cutout here. You can actually put your wiring harness right into there, and then there's 2 little slits, so you can actually run a zip tie to it as well. Really nice little feature. So the brackets go with the KC logo facing the outside of the vehicle, and then it just sits into place onto those bolts, onto those studs. Get it threaded on just a little bit by hand. Make sure you don't cross thread those suckers, and then just drive them on. Again, you don't have to go super crazy on the torque on them. We do have the torque specs for these. I want to say it's somewhere around like 11 Newton meters, something like that. We'll put the proper number on the screen right here. Once you've done that, we're on the driver's side, swap over, complete the exact same process over on the passenger side. We're using the light locks on ours, so you can see that you have to have a special key in order to tighten, but really to loosen your light bar as well. So that way it's a little bit of a security measure. That way nobody can quite as easily walk away with any of your lights if you're sitting in the parking lot. Arthur just helped me get the Pro6 Light Bar mounted onto the brackets here. We kind of got it roughly aimed to where we think it's gonna need to be. Really, the best way to tell is when you're out at night on the trail, kind of get it aimed in to position that way. So you do want to tighten the bump stop as well. So the proper technique for that is you're gonna want to lift up on the light bar, apply a little bit of upward tension to it, and then have somebody else push that bump stop as far down as you can, and then tighten those, the 2 bolts and nuts right on the top of the bump stop there. That's gonna tension the bar so that it doesn't wobble, it doesn't vibrate, anything like that. It provides a nice steady beam when you're out off-roading at night. So got this thing pretty much mounted up, pretty much ready to go. You can see over on the driver's side of the vehicle where the wire, where we ran the wiring up through the engine bay alongside the windshield, we actually used our wire hider just for a little bit of a sleeker, cleaner install to hide that wire away. Really easy way to get that thing out of the way. So with that, pretty much it. Just go ahead and wire it up using either the instruction manual included in the wiring kit with the Pro6 Light Bar, or you can check out the other video that we did on how to wire up your lights to the factory upfitter switches if your Bronco was equipped with those switches at all. With that, that's pretty much everything for how to install the Pro6 Light Bar kit onto your Ford Bronco. Thank you all for tuning into this. If you have any questions about the install, feel free to leave us a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and remember to adventure further.